FYI on your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Bossum. I have got Karelyn Kelly back with me, and Freya this year too. We're going to have you come back every year, at least once a year. You promise? Yeah? We're here to talk about Angelman Syndrome Awareness Day. It was February 15th. We're going to get you in sooner next year. But we're going to talk about what Angelman Syndrome is, and that's what Freya has. Yes. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about what Angelman Syndrome is?
Yeah, so Angelman Syndrome is a very rare neurogenetic disorder. So she is missing part of her 15th chromosome, which causes developmental delays. She's nonverbal. She does get seizures, unfortunately. But it comes with this very happy, excitable personality. She's always smiling and laughing. She's a total joy to be around.
And that's part of Angelman Syndrome. It's one of their,
yes.
They say that there's happiness.
Yes.
And imagine having that. Imagine having that.
You're pretty silly, Freya.
Now, how old was she when you found out she had Angelman Syndrome?
So they did the test when she was about 15 months, and she got the diagnosis just before she turned 2. So we started seeing that she wasn't hitting her milestones at about 9 months. She wasn't able to sit up unassisted and things like that, and she wasn't speaking by 15 months. And so we went to see the genetic doctor in Kingston and got the diagnosis pretty quickly. They knew pretty quickly what it was because of her fascination with water, how happy she was, and the arm flapping she does. Yeah.
Now, if I remember, did she have eye surgery too?
She did.
She was very young?
Yes. She would have been, it was right before 15 months, so I think she was just over a year when she had the surgery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, can you just tell us a little bit about Freya? We say she's got something in her mouth here.
Yes, that's her jewelry.
Her jewelry?
And
yes.
that's to keep her from putting other things in her mouth, and she just likes, it's just a sensory thing for her. She likes to have something to chew on, so.
Now, how old is Freya?
Freya is 7 and a half.
7 and a half?
Yep.
Yeah. When's her birthday?
And it's on October, so.
In October?
Yeah.
Okay. Now she goes to St. Francis School.
She does.
Yes.
And she has a wonderful school and class. Everybody loves playing with her and is very supportive of her.
Yeah, that's right. She's in Christy Tate Angel's class.
Yes.
And I know Marlene Hall spends a lot of time with her as well.
Yes, Freya loves Marlene.
Yes, Marlene got me this shirt. Make sure I wear my Angelman Syndrome Awareness Day shirt. I know you're wishing there was some music coming on there, aren't you? Can you tell us about what her day looks like at school?
Yeah, so I know she does spend a lot of time walking around, and they do water sensory play with her in the sink because she loves water. They do a lot of sensory toys and working on her dexterity because fine motor skills is a difficult thing for her. So putting balls and things, just anything to get her to work on her dexterity. And she does go outside a couple times, walks really well outside.
Yeah, she does, yeah.
Her walking has come a long way in the last year.
Now, Angelman syndrome is a rare disorder. Do you know anybody else?
Very rare.
Any support groups, that sort of thing?
There's a lot of support groups on Facebook, which is great, and I've learned a lot on them. But yes, it is very rare. So just to compare it to something that would be a little more well-known, like Down syndrome would be like 1 in 772, where Angelman syndrome is 1 in 15,000.
Wow.
So it's very rare. And Rare Disease Day is February 29th. So we'll be wearing blue again on that day to show awareness for Freya.
So you got 2 days in February.
Yes.
2 days. We've got leap year this year. It's usually the last day of the month. So
yes.
This year, and like you said before we started taping, that's rare in itself. We have a leap year this year. So.
Yes.
Now, what would you like people to know about Freya?
I guess if they see I do find some people get nervous on how to be around her, but just to talk to her like anybody else. She loves interactions with people.
She does, yes.
So, especially like if we're out in the store, somebody will say hi to her. She just gets so happy about that. So.
Absolutely. So you're out of school for this morning. You got to go back to school today?
Yes.
Yeah. And you've got a little brother?
She does, yes. She loves him. She loves to try to hug him, and they do like to fight over toys, of course.
Of course, that's what brothers and sisters do.
Yes.
That's what brothers and sisters do. Now, for more information on Angelman syndrome, where do people find that?
They could go to angelmansyndrome.org or angelmanday.info.
Okay.
There's also the FAST website, just FAST. That's the website that goes about the cure for Angelman. So there's a lot of information on there too. There's currently 4 clinical trials on trying to cure Angelman right now.
Right. Okay. Now, when Freya needs a doctor, do you have to go to a specialist? Do you have a GP that can?
Her family doctor in Perth has been really great to help, but she also has a neurologist at CHIO who actually specializes in Angelman syndrome. He has a clinic every year on Angelman syndrome. So everybody probably all over the province that has Angelman would go there.
Okay. And what is the number again? 1 in how many thousand? 15?
1 in 15,000.
Wow. You are rare, aren't you?
She is.
You are pretty special. Yeah, we do. We love you at St. Francis too, don't we? Yes, I know. And I see you with Marlene Hall so much, and she spends a lot of time with you, and you love to walk. And just because she's in a wheelchair, she does walk.
Yes, she does.
Yes.
So, do you want to show your walking, Frey?
Yes, you can. There you go. You go, girl. Yeah.
Hey, come here. You want to come sit with me? Come here, sweetie.
Yeah, she's got a bit of a cold right now too,
Yes.
right? So.
And you're probably wishing I brought you a toy. I should have thought about that.
Hey, you want to come over here? Come on. Yeah, I know you want to go over. All right. Well, you know, here. Come here. There you go, hon.
You're just ready to boogie,
There you go. Do you want to say thanks for joining us today on FYI? You want to see Mom? Hey.
Come here, sweetie. Get your hand
There you
out.
go. There you go. Yep, she can walk.
Yes.
She can walk. She puts
Get
the
this
steps
chair,
in.
Frey.
Well, thank you for coming today, Freya. You want to say goodbye to everybody? Say thanks for joining us today on FYI and talking about Angelman syndrome.
You want to walk this way, Frey?
Whoop. There she goes. There she goes. Oh, she doesn't even need support, too.
Yeah,
Good for you.
She can take quite a few steps on her own.
Good for you.
She
Good
just
for you.
needs the encouragement.
That's right, eh? That's right. Well, thank you very much for coming again this year. We'll get you in sooner next year. We've got Angelman Syndrome Awareness was February 15th.
Yes.
Rare disease disorder,
February 29th.
February 29th.
Usually the 28th, but
Yeah,
29th because of the leap year.
that's right. Well, we thank you for coming here and sharing Freya with us. Share the love. Share that happiness, right? That's what we're all about. Thank you very much for joining us.